Okay, now that I can respond to. But if Amy still has the time in her day to respond to what you initially said, I will not turn away her words, because you definitely deserve to be eaten alive in the way in which only Amy can provide for us here on TikTok. I would like to know what part of me isn't oppressed. The part of me that is female bodied, to where they experimented on black African slaves for the sake of what we call modern gynecology, or the part where they're constantly putting freeways and highways through black neighborhoods, ripping apart our affordable housing and local economies. Or maybe you're referring to the part wherever there's black accumulated wealth, like Black Wall Street, white people come and literally burn that shit down. Speaking of wealth, maybe you're talking about how people like Will Smith and Oprah Winfrey exist. So because there's a few black people succeeding in white supremacist capitalism, you believe that poor black people aren't suffering. Or maybe you're talking about how black women are way more likely than their white counterparts to die in childbirth in the United States of America. Or maybe you're talking about how black children are more likely to be tried as adults in our justice system, and how black people are more likely to get more advanced charges, or trumped up charges as we refer to them in the justice system, especially for petty crimes. Or maybe you're talking about how every time a black person is murdered, there's a slew of people all across the internet from all over the world that are willing to justify violence against them. Or maybe you're referring to how black people are more likely to be murdered at traffic stops by police officers. Or maybe you're talking about a conversation that we were having just recently about how black people are underrepresented in music and any genre outside of rap and rhythm and blues. I dare you to name a few punk rock bands with black lead singers or any otherwise black band members without looking it up. Or maybe you're talking about the uproar of grown white men trying to scientifically argue why a fictional black mermaid cannot logically exist. As a black person, I have observed that black people have this weird social juxtaposition that we are allowed to exist in poverty and in negative stereotypes of being baby mamas, gold diggers, rappers, gang members, and stuff like that. But the second we exist outside of that, like in pop culture, or being feminine, or being pretty much anything else, that is where we cross the line. But that gets to be covered up because a few famous black people are allowed to exist.